My friends, gather close and let us speak of a world where the impossible bows to the unbreakable will of the human spirit. In the arenas of the Paralympics, we witness not just athletes, but warriors of the soul, men and women who defy the very notion of limitation. These are individuals who have faced trials that might shatter the strongest among us, bodies tested by circumstance, dreams challenged by doubt, futures shadowed by the weight of what others call impossible. Yet they rise, they run, they soar. They overcome not just physical barriers, but the heavier chains of skepticism, pity, and low expectation. Their victories, each medal, each stride, each leap, are not mere triumphs of sport, but declarations of a profound truth. Limits are not forged in the stars, nor carved in stone. Limits are but shadows we cast upon ourselves, and with determination, fierce, unyielding, radiant determination, those shadows scatter like dust in the wind. Today, let us stand in awe of these Paralympic heroes, for they teach us that with a heart ablaze and a will unbroken, anything, yes, anything, is possible. Brothers and sisters, let us journey into the hearts of those who have stared into the face of impossibility and answered with unwavering determination. Picture Tatiana McFadden, born with spina bifida, her legs unmoving, yet her spirit unbound. Doctors said she would never compete. They said her body could not withstand the strain. But Tatiana? She heard their words and chose to write her own story. With a wheelchair as her chariot, she trained through pain, through doubt, through nights when the world seemed to whisper, "Give up." Today, she is a titan, 17 Paralympic medals, a beacon of fire proving that the body may bend, but the will can stand tall. Or consider Brad Snyder, a naval officer blinded by war's cruel hand in Afghanistan. The world grew dark, but his vision burned brighter. They told him swimming was beyond his reach, that navigating a pool without sight was a dream too far. Yet Brad dove in, day after day, stroke after stroke, defying the odds with a mind forged in steel. His gold medals in Rio and Tokyo are not just trophies, they are testaments to a truth. When the heart believes, no darkness can extinguish its light. These athletes, these warriors, train not just their bodies, but their souls. They push past medical predictions, past the voices that say, "You cannot." Their muscles ache, their lungs burn, but their minds, oh, their minds, are cathedrals of resolve. It is their belief, their unshakable faith in themselves, that fuels this relentless pursuit of excellence. They teach us that determination is not just effort, it is a fire, a sacred vow to embrace every challenge and declare, "I will not be denied." Let us learn from them, my friends, for their mindset lights the path to a world where no obstacle is too great, no dream too distant, when we dare to believe. My friends, let us turn now to the quiet strength that pulses within the hearts of Paralympic athletes, a strength not of muscle, but of mind, not of body, but of soul. These champions, these bearers of resilience, show us that true power lies beyond physical limitations, in the unyielding spirit that rises when all seems lost. Theirs is a resilience forged in the crucible of setbacks, injuries, and the shadow of self-doubt, yet they emerge not broken, but radiant, their spirits blazing like stars in the darkest night.
Consider Oksana Masters, a woman whose life began with the weight of unimaginable hardship. Born in Ukraine with limbs affected by Chernobyl's legacy, abandoned and adopted into a new world. Time and again, injuries struck. Fractured bones, torn muscles, moments when her body begged her to stop. Yet Oksana's mind refused to surrender. With every fall, she rose stronger, her heart whispering, "Not yet, not ever." Her 7 Paralympic medals across cycling, rowing, and skiing are not just victories. They are hymns to a resilience that says, "I will find a way." Or reflect on the story of Nick Mayhew, who, after a stroke in childhood, left his body altered, faced the sting of self-doubt and the world's lowered expectations. But Nick rebuilt his confidence, brick by brick, leaning on his family, his coaches, his community, a chorus of voices that lifted him when he faltered. His sprint to gold in Tokyo was not run alone. It was powered by emotional intelligence, by the wisdom to seek support, to trust in those who believed in him when his own belief wavered. These athletes teach us that resilience is not a solitary flame. It is a fire kindled by the hands of those who love us, by the communities that hold us up, by the inner voice that refuses to be silenced. They show us that emotional strength, knowing when to lean on others, when to pause, when to fight, is as vital as any muscle. Their unwavering spirits inspire us to face our own trials, to stand tall amid our doubts, and to know that with resilience, with support, with heart, we too can transcend our limitations and touch the boundless sky. Oh, my brothers and sisters, let us gather at the summit of human triumph and behold the radiant moments when Paralympic athletes ascend to greatness on the world's grand stage. These are not mere victories, they are symphonies of the soul, resonating with joy, pride, and a fierce, uncontainable spirit that lifts the hearts of millions. In these moments, we see not just athletes, but architects of hope, shattering barriers and building bridges to a world where all can dream without limit. Picture the electric air of London, 2012, when Johnny Peacock, a young man who lost his leg to meningitis as a child, stood poised at the starting line of the 100-meter sprint. The world held its breath as he blazed across the track, crossing the finish line in a blur of gold. His roar of triumph, his fist raised to the heavens, was more than a champion's cry. It was a proclamation, "I am here, I am whole, I am unstoppable." That moment, witnessed by millions, sent a ripple of pride through every heart, igniting dreams in children who saw themselves in Johnny's defiant stride. Or let us stand in Rio 2016, where Bebe Vio, Italy's fearless fencer, wheeled onto the stage, her body transformed by illness, her spirit untouched by defeat. With every thrust of her blade, she carved a path to gold, her smile a beacon of unbridled joy. When she raised her foil in victory, tears streaming, she was not just a Paralympian. She was every person who ever felt counted out, every soul who dared to fight back. Her victory was a mirror, reflecting the boundless potential within us all. These triumphant moments are more than medals. They are beacons of representation, tearing down the walls of doubt that confine those with disabilities. When Tatiana McFadden wheels across the finish line, when Daniel Diaz surges through the water, they declare to the world, "We are not defined by what we lack, but by what we achieve." Their victories inspire countless others, children in hospital beds, adults reclaiming their strength, families reimagining what is possible. They show us that greatness knows no boundary, that every barrier broken paves the way for another to rise. Let us celebrate these heroes, for in their triumphs we find the courage to chase our own. My beloved friends, we have walked in the light of Paralympic heroes, marveling at their triumphs, their resilience, their unyielding determination. But now, let us turn the mirror inward, for their stories are not distant tales. They are a call, a challenge, a clarion cry to each of us to awaken the strength that slumbers within our own hearts. The power of these athletes is not locked in stadiums or bound by medals. It lives in you, in me, in every soul daring to dream beyond the shadows of doubt. Look upon your own life, your own challenges, those mountains that loom large, those voices that whisper, "You cannot." Whether it is fear that holds you back, a loss that weighs you down, or a dream that feels too vast, hear this. Every obstacle is but a canvas for your courage. Like Tatiana McFadden, who turned a wheelchair into wings, reframe your struggles as opportunities to grow, to rise, to redefine what is possible. Like Brad Snyder, who found light in darkness, Seek the spark within you that refuses to be dimmed. Your challenges are not chains. They are invitations to discover the depths of your resilience. Today, I call you to action. Stand tall in the face of your fears. Seek the support of those who believe in you, as Nick Mayhew did, and let their faith fuel your fire. Take one step, then another, toward the dreams that burn in your soul. Let the spirit of these Paralympic warriors remind you that no barrier is too high, no dream too distant, when you embrace the potential that pulses within you. You are not defined by what stands in your way, but by the courage with which you forge ahead. Go forth, my friends, with hope as your compass and possibility as your guide. Let the world see your light, your strength, your unbreakable will. For in the pursuit of your dreams, you join the eternal chorus of those who, like our Paralympic heroes, declare with every breath, "I will not be stopped. I will rise. I will soar." The future is yours. Seize it and let your potential shine.